Hello, everybody. I'm hoping I'm actually recording this time. My last take was apparently silent. So, thanks for tuning in. We just announced our incentives yesterday, which I believe are fairly straightforward, but just in case anything is a little confusing or vague, I thought I'd create a quick video explaining what's going on. So, our first incentive is a swear jar. So, this is for us, rather than something you donate. Anytime we swear, we will put a small token into a jar. These tokens represent 25 cents or a quarter, which will be counted up and added to our donation total at the end of the live stream, which we will add to whatever has already been raised. We've set aside $200 for this, and every time we swear up to that amount, we will add a quarter to our own donation. Now, we may not notice when we swear, so we will be counting on all of you to point it out to us. Throughout the live stream, at least one of us will be keeping an eye on the chat, so anytime you hear any of us swear, point it out along with the name of the person who did it, so they can put their token in and get the proper "how dare you" shame. So this way, even if you're unable to donate anything to the charity, you can still participate and be involved by catching us in the act. So we hope you have as much fun with that as we hope to have. We chose a quarter for one fairly simple reason. Like a lot of people, we're not made of money. And it's going to be a long 15 hours. At least one of us has been known to have something of a mouth on him. So, between that and the fact that between all four of us, we can really only afford to put in 200, that's why we decided that every curse was a quarter. But still, that can add up quickly if we aren't careful, so be sure to keep your ears open for that. So our next donation is the $10 incentive, which again is fairly straightforward. For every donation of $10, one of the streamers will put a sticker on their face, and we're going to rotate between us for every $10 donation. Now, this is $10 even, not multiples of 10, because that could get a little crazy very quickly. And we have other incentives for higher level donations. We thought it simpler to keep the stickers at $10 so we wouldn't have to try and remember to do 4 different things when someone donates a certain amount. But that brings us to our $50 donation, which is a lot of money, and anyone who can donate that much is a superstar. And they definitely need to be remembered. So anyone who does donate $50 during the live stream will get their name written on our Season 2 notebook of Vermillion Reports, which we hope to start recording Season 1 of later this year. But the writing of the name on the notebook will happen during the live stream and will be showcased regularly. Afterward, pictures will be taken of the notebook and all the names written onto it, and it will be shared on all of our social media. So our final incentive really has several layers to it, as you likely saw in the graphic posted earlier. But what is our wheel of pain? Simply put, it's a small wheel one of us will spin once for every specific donation amount we get. There will be 4 people streaming on the 12th. Ty, Deborah, Kevin, and Tarale. That's the last one's me. In the graphic, you'll see the 4 amounts that need to be donated to make one of us spin the wheel. But for those of you who don't want to go back to it, no judgment. I'm that person. You need to donate $26 to make Kevin spin the wheel, $27 to make Deborah spin the wheel, $31 to make Ty spin the wheel, and $32 to make me spin the wheel. Now, this wheel is going to be full of an assortment of goodies, such as eating a lemon wedge, or getting hit with a water balloon full of ice water, or eating something spicy. And just so you all know, I hate spicy food. I have never eaten them if I can help it. So I'm dreading that one the most, which you guys will probably enjoy watching me eat if it ever comes up on my spin, which it probably will. So the things on the wheel will change periodically throughout the live stream to keep things new and interesting. And what gets put on that wheel will be determined by the people who donate. Each time a donation is made, they can make a vote for one of up to 3 options, which will replace something currently on the wheel. And every 2 hours or so, we'll change one thing on the wheel for something new. Some of the worst things we have prepared won't make it onto the wheel without those votes. So, for instance, we're planning on purchasing Marmite and some distilled vinegar for shots. Both of those will require people voting for them before they can get put up onto the wheel to be eaten by whoever spins it. So, your votes matter there as well. So make sure you put your opinion in. Oh, right. Before I forget, there is a final donation amount for the Wheel of Punishment. If someone were to donate $115, all 4 of us would have to spin the wheel once. This is in case someone wants to make us all spin and doesn't want to go in and donate 26, 27, 31, and then 32. One blanket donation, and they can make us all spin the wheel. Thought we'd make that a little easier for you there. Now, we will be taking count of how many spins each person has, and at the end of each section, which is every hour and a half, 2 hours, we'll be spinning the wheel, taking our punishments and feeling the pain. The only exception to this is any punishment that requires us to be outside. For instance, the water balloon full of ice water. We can't do that inside because I'm not going to have water where we're sitting and doing our streaming or anywhere else. So all our outside punishments will be saved up and completed at the same time. If you go back and look at our schedule image, again, no judgment if you don't, I'm still that person. You'll see that our first 30-minute break is set to take place at 2:45, which is pretty much just a chance for all of us to grab something more substantial to eat before we dive into our next leg of streaming. But all of our outside activities will be completed during the wheel spins just before that. So between 2:20, 2:45, all 4 of us will traipse outside to let people hit us with ice water balloons or whatever else we've happened to spin for. Oh, as a side note, all times that I say are in Pacific time. So, Western America, Pacific. If you're not in the Pacific area, you'll want to adjust the time so that it's in your time zone. But back to the topic on hand. One final thing about the Wheel of Pain is that we actually want to hear from you. What do you most want to see on that wheel? A poll has been placed on the event page, and a link has been added to the description box below. If you follow it, you'll see a poll with no answers, or it didn't have any answers when I put it up this morning. That's because we want to hear from you. We want you to put in your own suggestions into the poll that other people can vote on, or you could just vote on someone else's, or both, because you can select multiple answers, and you can change your vote as many times as you feel necessary as more options come in. Also listed are the punishments we've already selected to be on the wheel, just so you know what's already guaranteed there. We don't want you voting for something that will already be an option when you might want to put something else in instead. Um, let's see. Oh, we do have one final incentive, so the wheel isn't our final incentive. We are giving away 6 games. We have 6 time slots when we will, well, yeah, 6 time slots when we will be giving a game away. These will happen around 11:30, 11:30 a.m. Excuse me, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 8:15 p.m., 10:45 p.m., and 12:15 a.m. So just after midnight. You will need to be watching the stream about a half hour before we announce the winner to receive the link to enter the raffle. We will then privately message the person so they can get the stream code for the game in question. Okay? When you will get a link, you will go to it, you will put in your information, and I believe you will be able to include your email address in that. So do that. I will double check whether or not there will be a space for an email, and I will get back to you about that as to how exactly we'll be getting your games to you. Now, there are 6 games in question, and they are not listed here. Again, they are on the incentive graphic, and in no particular order because we did not pair the games up with the time they would be given away. They are Cook Serve Delicious, Hell Point, Size Matters, Tales of Vesperia, the Metal Gear Solid Collection, and I don't remember the last one. Give me just a second and I can go look up that last one because I do have it written down somewhere. But again, we're not announcing when any particular game will be given away. So if you want one of them, you'll need to make sure you come in at them so that we can give you the links to those. Alright, I'm not finding them there. I'm going to have to get to the Facebook page. Hopefully before I sneeze on all of your mics. Let's see, come on. Oh, that's right, I have not actually posted that yet. I will have to post that today, actually. Here we go. There's the games. Yeah, we will be posting the image of the times and the games today, well, when you guys are viewing this. But keep in mind that the games are not paired up with the time we will be giving them away. We will announce which game we're giving away when we announce its raffle the day of. So make sure you come in and check that. So I'm just waiting for the image to load here real quick. 7 Days to Die is the last game. So our 7 games are Cook Serve Delicious, 7 Days to Die, Metal Gear Solid Collection, Size Matters, Tales of Vesperia, and Hellpoint. So I hope that cleared things up for you. If you guys have got any other questions, feel free to let me know. And we will see you later. Bye.